Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and we're learning more about Prosper Women Entrepreneurs Startup Accelerator with Dr. Mary Jo Gorman and Olivia Kelvin, who is the CEO of Suzys Doozies. And I wanted to give you some time to talk about your company, Cookies, and what's unique about it and your history with the company.
So what makes it unique is that it's all natural and non-GMO and still bakes into a high quality product. And that's what really sets us apart from the competition. Another thing that makes it unique is that it has a resealable closure on the bag. And so now you don't have to bake the whole entire package of cookie dough. You can just take it a few at a time and just bake as many as you want with ease.
So what's your background? How did you get involved? Is this it's obviously your company, you're the CEO, but who is Soozie and what's the evolution of Suzys Doozies?
So there is a Soozie in Suzys Doozies. She's from St. Louis and she started the company back in 2004. And she started baking cookies out of her house, and then she started an online gifting kit company, and she rented out a space and started sending out gifts for corporate clients. And then there was numerous requests for her cookies, and then at that point she was looking for somebody to purchase her company to take that to the next level. And at that time, I was working for a large food company, and I found this opportunity to be an excellent time for me to start something like this, because I've always wanted to run my own food company. And so we put a team together, purchased the company, and we wanted to take Suzys Doozies to the next level.
Wow. And so now you're currently, talk about the stores that you're in. And
so we're currently in all the grocery stores in the St. Louis area: Dierberg's, Schnucks, Whole Foods, Shop and Save, Straub's. And we're also all throughout the Midwest now. We have our first big box store, Meijer, that we're in.
wow.
And you'll also find our cookie dough, for those who are watching, in the refrigerated cookie dough section in these stores.
Oh, that's fantastic. So what have you learned from, and I asked you a little bit about this in the first segment, but I mean, when you talked about always wanting to have your business, and now, I mean, you're just growing in the scalability, what have you really learned from your time so far with Prosper?
I've learned that it's really hard to be an entrepreneur, but with the right support, you can make it.
What's been the most challenging?
The challenge is, there's really been a lot of challenges.
Yeah, and unexpected ones, I'm sure.
It's really the growth rate. I think we're growing very quickly, and getting the resources to help support that growth has been our biggest challenge.
And Dr. Gorman, let's talk about that. I mean, you mentioned in the first segment how you will sit there with entrepreneurs or CEOs, business owners, and they're not thinking big enough. And what are some of those things that those challenges that they haven't even crossed their mind yet, because they might be thinking more about product cost or even just payroll and employees, how to get that growth? What are some things that are overlooked at this stage from a business that's doing clearly quite well but hasn't reached that big scalability point yet?
So one of the key things that happens for women leaders is women are naturally better multitaskers. So they come in with this idea that they can multitask their company to $10 million or $20 million in revenue, and you really can't do that. You need to know what you're good at as one of the leaders and what the rest of the executive team can do, so that all of you together can build a big company. And that's a hard thing to come to the realization of. And often, and I've had this problem myself, I work, and I think that it's going to get better, and it doesn't get better until I get that right person to join me, who's a complement to my skills, and then everything gets easier again. And so being able to be aware of the fact that you're going to have a team, and a team of the right level to get you to the next level, it's a really hard thing to understand.
I think that's an excellent point. And before we wrap things up, I mean, I know when I was reading some of your material, St. Louis at one point had a very low number of women-led businesses. How is that? Do you see that changing based on the work that you're doing?
So there's all different studies about, different economic levels all across the country, and some of them are sort of conflicting. St. Louis has gotten great recognition for being a great startup city and a great innovative city. So we do see, since with our work and the work of many others, that we are seeing women grow bigger companies. In fact, we've invested over $1.5 million in 22 companies now, and we've seen their revenue growth, their employee numbers grow, and so we think that it's all helping. The ship is rising.
Yes, you have the secret formula. If you
I don't know if
no
we have.
pun intended about the cookies. But
I think Suzys Doozies has a secret formula, but we're trying to put some effort there and see if we can get some action.
That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well, if you want to reach out to them, here's the information for you on the screen. It's Prosper Women Entrepreneurs Startup Accelerator. There are some criteria that you have to have, but do go to their website, look into what they do. They have a lot of things that they can offer you. Again, it's prosperstl.com/accelerator, or follow them on Twitter at Prosper. I keep saying that, Prosper STL. Thank you so much for being here. Good luck with the next stage, with the next phase, and good luck to you.
Thanks for having us, Sarah.
Thank you. All right. Well, there's more STL Live right after this. Please stay with us.